25. Getting involved would be a superpower. You can get it every week on the JB Waffle Hour. 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 JB Waffle Hour.
Go on.
Yeah, I can do it.
Oh,
How did that come across?
that was nice.
Yeah. Nice.
I'm going to have to isolate that and sample it. Don't sample that. Like John.
0 sugar, 0 calories. Oh, it's a Marvel one.
Yeah.
Who's on it?
Guilt-free
Don't know who that is.
Scarlett Johansson.
Oh, is it? Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
It's Black Widow, is it?
Nah, I don't know. Who cares? Oh, no, who's in the Marvel kind of universe now at the moment? What are they pitching these days?
Oh, sure, there's a whole thing going on up until 2028.
What shite are they peddling?
So you've got like a new Captain America, a new Avengers.
What do you think of the new Captain America? It's your man, isn't it, Anthony Mackie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's Avengers Doomsday where
he's a bit
Robbie Downey Jr. comes back as Doctor Doom.
Oh yeah, that looks good, yeah.
Then there's another Scarlet Witch. Looks shit. And then there's
That's out at the moment,
There's
isn't it?
another Thor then as well.
Oh
and
yeah.
then there's Fantastic Four.
Oh,
But there's
another Thor. Sorry, another Thor one.
Thor, yeah.
Oh,
Thor.
not isn't there one out at the moment with Bruce Banner? What's his name? Hulk. Isn't there a Hulky one with Red Hulk?
Yeah, that's going to be one of the new Avengers.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, Harrison Ford is a Red Hulk.
Not Avengers. It's Captain America actually.
Oh,
is it?
Captain America's Red Hulk, is it?
Yeah, yeah.
And then you have I seen a list of them the other day. Fantastic Four. Fantastic Four is going to be set in the 60s.
All right. Okay.
So it's setting up a different like
I'd be into that.
yeah
Did you see?
ripple effect, I think.
Did you see the Deadpool movie?
Yes, I did.
Did you like Captain America's little cameo?
Oh yeah, as Johnny Storm,
That was so good.
Chart John.
Oh, and your man standing back, like, here comes.
Oh, yeah, he's right, yeah.
Very, very good. Yeah, that was a good little cameo by him. Sorry to ruin Deadpool, but it's been out long enough now.
Yeah, they reckon Captain America went when he went back in time, like he hid his existence so that he didn't ruin Captain America becoming Captain America.
Oh,
So when he goes and visits like Peggy, and you see Peggy like is sick in the bed, and you see the photos, there's no husband in it, and she doesn't really mention his name or anything. So I reckon like it was like, always kept a big secret, so that there was no ripple effect.
oh, weird.
Yeah. So if you go back through things like he's never seen in all the like flashbacks and stuff with Peggy as well. So
Oh, interesting.
yeah.
Isn't it all a big load of shite though? Because they're just really kind of making it up so they can make more money.
Oh yeah, like they're set now. This new timeline will start, or new set of them, like because obviously it ended with the last Avengers,
Yeah.
and which was like the bit like when all the people come out through like the things and stuff. That was class, wasn't it?
Oh, it was brilliant.
And you hear Anthony Mackie coming on your left cap, and you're like, oh my god, he's getting help.
Yeah, so good. And Captain America
that's
grabbing the hammer.
Oh yeah, that's a fantastic like
It's brilliant.
fight scene. All that like
Yeah,
it's fantastic.
class. But I mean, that was the peak for Marvel.
Oh,
Like,
yeah, I
they're
think so.
just drudging up shite now.
Yeah, so I don't know what way this next thing is going, but when it starts now, it's on for until 2028 or 2029 or something. There's a whole story on it.
I'll give out about it now and say it's shite, but I'll just still go and see them all.
Oh yeah, it's so yeah.
You know what I mean? But sure, look, it is what it is. As long as isn't that the thing, they have Robert Downey Jr. now until he's like 90
Oh,
or
yeah.
something. That's the rules.
Mr. Marvel himself.
Hi Bertie,
I got it.
it's the JB Waffle Hour
JB Waffle Hour, quick bites.
coming at
JB
you.
Waffle Hour, quick
Coming
bites.
at you. How are you, man?
Yeah, I'm good. How's your weekend?
Oh, is it the weekend one?
Yeah.
Oh, right. Oh, I had something great to tell you, but I
Oh no,
can't tell you now that we're recording because it's
it's not for recording.
No, it's not. I'll tell you afterwards.
Okay.
It's very
Tell
funny.
me off air.
Very-
Wink, wink.
very, very funny. We'll wait till we stop recording. How was my weekend? Football. I am sure there was football. I cannot remember
Were
any
you
of it.
coaching?
I was coaching. Yeah, I was.
Did you win?
What was I doing?
But most importantly, did they improve?
Oh, actually, you know what I was at, which was great? I was at the Shamrock Rovers Shelburne match,
Oh yes.
and we got to meet a load of the players. We just went down, like, League of Ireland's class for that, if you can get into it, that is.
Was Talca Park, was it?
No, Tallaght Stadium.
Talca Stadium.
Tallaght Stadium's class.
Who plays Talca Park?
That's Shelburne.
Who's playing?
Shelburne.
Oh, so I was right.
You were right. Yeah.
Okay.
Just it was the away match.
Me
So,
and League of Ireland wouldn't be two best friends.
You know what? The thing with the League of Ireland is, and you know, I would be the same as well. I've always been like the quality of it isn't great.
Yeah.
And it's it was kind of boring to watch. But I think if you go to the matches, you start to kind of appreciate it a little bit more for what
I think
it is.
League of Ireland has a little bit touch of the GA about it.
Yeah.
Where it's
yeah,
easy accessible.
Yes,
Like
yeah.
you try to go to games in England and all that, it's too hard to go to whatever.
It is for Irish people.
Now I do have a little affinity to a few teams, unfortunately. Probably you should only make one. But like Drogheda, I like Drogheda United.
You see, this is the thing that I've been trying to get
I've
into
been
it.
to some of their games.
I've been trying to get into it recently, and I can't pick a team
Oh.
for League of Ireland. I'm kind of drawn towards Shamrock Rovers only because it's easy to get to,
Okay.
and the stadium's class. It's probably the best stadium in the country. So
With Outdoor Living sponsoring Bray Wanderers, should we not be going there?
they're in Division 1 though, aren't they?
Yeah, but John has like
And are they
fancy tickets.
Are they good?
I think you sit on the bench and like a crane lifts you up.
It's like in Father Ted.
They're the VIP tickets.
Oh yeah, okay.
And then there's cushions on the seat.
Free cup of coffee at half time.
And then when I was in college in Athlone, I used to go see some of the Athlone town games
well,
when they were in the pitch down to town, but they've since moved now to the Ring Road. or
the
Sports
women's
Centre.
team just won the league
Yeah.
there last week.
It's funny with soccer in Ireland though. There's like pockets of it. Like
Yeah.
Dundalk and Drogheda would be very strong.
They're diehard
But
as
then
well.
in Meath, there is football, but you couldn't really pick a real strong area.
No, there's nothing really.
And then of course the Athlone town, and then you have Longford town around there. They're all big into it as well.
That's
Then
your
I
man's
suppose
trying to do that.
maybe
isn't
it's
he?
Galway United and then Sligo as well. Maybe it's just where there's teams, and maybe there's just no team really in Meath.
Yeah, that's the thing. Your man's trying to start that, isn't he? The Atboy guy.
Yeah.
I can't remember his name now. Bernard.
Yeah.
Bernard or Brendan.
But it's very hard to keep a League of Ireland team going because it does cost a good bit as well.
Jesus, yeah.
And then you have to have certain like things for it. It's like stadium, academies, and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Because I think didn't Kildare County have a team once, and that went by the wayside.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And then there was a team in Fingal then as well,
Right.
and that went as well.
It's hard to keep that going.
Yeah,
I'd say.
there's like
It'd be nice though if there was a Meath team. I'd definitely go and see all the matches. Definitely, 100%.
And then like that, as I said, there is a big cost because I think there's like you could be in like is the Leinster Senior League, say is it called the Premier Division 1, and like that's really high standard soccer. That's like proper soccer, like.
Yeah.
When you get that, but the next step then is into the League of Ireland, and like that, I think you have to have like a stadium of such a capacity, nice and safe, barriers or whatnot. Then it goes into sponsorship. Then you won't be paying the players, but there'll be some kind of money for the players, I assume.
For League of Ireland.
Yeah.
Oh, of course you're paying.
No,
the
like
players.
when you go in like a new team, like
right.
you're not going to be able to pay a player straight away, like. So then you have to try and convince them to play. I'd say for like.
No, you'd have to have a budget for
Would you?
wages.
Straight
Jesus.
away, like?
Oh, Jesus, yeah.
You couldn't like build that up over the years, or whatever.
No, sure. Who's going to play for free?
Well, I mean, like give them like expenses or whatever, like. But you wouldn't be paying them thousands a week, like.
You wouldn't be staying in
I don't know what the League of Ireland. Well, Dundalk got in a lot of trouble with money recently.
Okay.
Someone bailed them out.
Interested. Well, I'll tell you who bailed them out. I was.
Mead Music Academy.
No, it wasn't. Close though. My brother was in college with the guy John Temple who bailed them out while he's the head of the consortium or whatever. And my brother started a little business with him when they were in college together. They lived together, and
Burning CDs.
no, it was a web design or something. But he was kind of the front of it, and I saw his name pop up. I was like, "It fucking can't be the same fella, can it?" And I went and looked at the pictures. Like, Jesus Christ, that's John.
But I say
Crazy.
it's not that it's easy, but like if you drop the ball, if you think I say at that level of football, it snowballs.
Oh Jesus!
I mean,
quick,
you
yeah.
even see some of the teams in England and there was in the Premier League not so long ago, maybe, or even drop down, like even like Wrexham, and they're on the way back. But there's a team like think Hereford, they're gone, and there's loads of nearly administration. They're looking for people to buy them out and everything, like.
It's hard,
So
man.
it's and there's a lot of rules to go, unless you're City coach, you can just break them all.
Yeah. So let's do that. Let's bring a Manchester City to
What would
Navan,
what would you call it though?
which
It'd have to be based in Navan, wouldn't it?
yes, it would be. Yeah, it'd have to be. Yeah.
But isn't
they'd have to build a stadium as
Park
well.
Villa Leinster Senior League? No.
I don't know actually.
So could you use Park Villa as your academy?
I wouldn't support them. Jesus no.
But what other Leinster Senior League team is there around?
Scumbags. There's none. I don't think.
Yeah, so I think if you
Trim?
manage
Are
to get
Trim,
not Leinster Senior League,
No, are they not,
they're
no?
NEL. That's
they still are. All right.
because if you got one of them like a Leinster Senior League side to be your academy, then you could have.
Actually, are Parkville in that, or are they not NERL?
I'm not sure. You see.
Oh, I have to go looking at that. I couldn't.
And then you'd need a stadium that I'd say there's a thing like 2,000. I'd say there's definitely some like limit on what you can have, or like minimum requirement for stadium. Like,
But this is the thing that your
So you
man
need a little stand.
Brendan O'Byrne was trying to bring to Navan. He's trying to, or he is still trying to do it. I don't think it's gone to the wayside or anything. It was Meath FC was the
Meath FC.
Yeah, was the name of it, and it was going to be in Navan, and there was going to be a stadium. He was looking for planning and all that type of stuff. So I don't know where that's gone now, but and then he was saying there was a big thing in the paper saying he was trying to make Athboy the the feeder for this club or whatever, which is
Meath FC. That's bleh.
Yeah, it is a bit meh, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'd probably still go and support them though because it's local, but I would not support Parkville. Anyway,
What would you call it?
what would I call it?
Yeah.
Jeez, I don't know now. Come back to me. You know how bad I am at naming things.
Because like I know it's in Meath and it would be in Navan and stuff, but like Meath FC or Meath thing is very bleh.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
The Royal Fusiliers. Is that too army?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
The Royal Riflemen.
I don't know. What would you do? What would you do?
Arsenal are called the Gunners.
What? No, they're called Arsenal.
Yeah.
So they have to be Navan Football Club.
But there's Navan Town, there's Navan Cosmos, there's a lot of Navan towns, isn't there? Or
Maybe
teams.
Navan FC. Maybe.
What about like a thing if you could pick like all the towns in Meath and make up a word? Like N-T-A.
Go and play in the Welsh League. No vowels. Yeah, sure. Anyway, look, I'm sure we're probably boring people there with trying to name an imaginary team.
Stadio De Scottie.
Oh yeah, I'm on for that. Yeah, let's do it. Yeah. So, what was I saying about the weekend? I was football. Something happened. Oh yeah, it was League of Ireland is accessible, especially girls football. The Shelburne players all came up to the kids that I brought with me, and they were like all signing stuff and taking pictures with them and stuff. It was brilliant.
Yeah.
That's brilliant. And like my kids wouldn't know any of the players, and they're like superstars to them.
And what's the tickets to the game?
Well, that one was free because it was you won Stephanie Roach's retirement.
Okay.
But I think it was it 15 for an adult and maybe 7 or something for
like,
a kid?
I mean, I think
nothing.
a pricing thing is important for it to get people in.
Yeah.
Because like even the GA at times, like they start pricing you out. Like, I mean, you go to Crow Park and you're at one stage like it's €25 to go to Crow Park. Like,
Get out of here.
You know. And then I think League Ireland teams all like that have kid days and stuff, or schools go free or something, don't they?
Yeah, or fiver football, all that type of jazz. Very good. Yeah, no, I would encourage people to go see League of Ireland stuff. Try and make it grow. Let's get football going in the country. And the fact that there's, that with Brexit now, the players have to stay in the country rather than go out.
Until they're 18, isn't it?
Yeah, they can't go to England. So they're either going abroad or else they're staying in the League of Ireland, which is great for us. So hopefully it'll grow. They just... they have to take the Irishness away from it.
Yeah.
That kind of,
Because you look at in America when like a college plays or high school plays.
Yeah, they're packed.
Yeah. And they just like the town just shuts up and everybody goes.
Yeah.
Where like you even look at like I know like there's a lot of different people living in Ireland and stuff like that. And maybe in Meath there's a lot of people living here because going to Dublin. But like you go to a Meath game, even in Park Talton, like it doesn't sell out unless it's like later on in the championship. And like it's been years since you've seen like a massive crowd going to Meath games, where like if you got that like kind of maybe soccer and everybody kind of joined together and went and you were getting 2,000 or 3,000 at a soccer game in a new team, that'd be great, crack, wouldn't it?
Definitely, if there was a team here, I'd definitely go. I'm kind of on the fence about getting season tickets for Shamrock Rovers next year. Yeah, I'm thinking about it. I don't know. But then again, that's what I'm saying to you. Like, I don't know which team to choose. Yeah. Which is my team. Yeah. Because Bows, I just don't want to support Bows because everyone's talking about Bows. Yeah. They're like, you up the Bows. That kind of your man. So everyone's supporting Bows. It's fashionable. And then with
as you
Shelburne
said,
stuffers,
because you're here too, you obviously have to get someone that's easy accessible to be spinning up to that.
Drogheda is easy accessible, but I don't really want to support Drogheda. They're not great, are they? Yeah. Like I'm not going to jump in and be like if I was going to go to the Premier League and support like Everton or something, I'm not going to doom myself to misery. So I don't want to support Drogheda.
And I like the Duffers. He's box office in some of his interviews.
But
well,
that's it. He's a bit nuts, isn't he?
Yeah.
I don't mind. There's a few Apoy players that are all gone to Shelburne now this year, and then there's some girls I know play for the Shelburne underage kind of setup. So maybe Shelburne. I don't know. But they tell you what, Tallaght Stadium's a lot nicer than Tulka Park.
I've never been to Tallaght Stadium.
Oh, it's gorgeous, man. Gorgeous. It's like it's next to the Aviva for soccer. It's
And how is that easy accessible too? That's down the M50, is it?
Yeah, end of the M50 there. Hop off at exit 11, and then you're just at the stadium.
Oh,
Park, in you go, out you go, M50 home.
We should do a tour of stadiums. Get pictures instead.
There we go. That's what we should do. We should do League of Ireland stadiums.
Yeah.
So that was my weekend.
Research for
There we go.
Navan United.
Come on, Navan United. Right, Brendan O'Byrne, get it done, man.
It's
How was your weekend, Bertie?
Just briefly, it's tubbing time again, so the ram went out.
Right.
Yeah. So
Little Mickey.
put the harness on him, red crayon, off he went.
Oh, jeez.
He has three tubbed already.
No way.
Yep, he treated them alright.
Good man. Out of how many?
What, are you the taxman?
Oh, okay. So is that
3 out of 3?
Oh, okay. Good man.
I know,
but I'm saying, is it a good?
14. Yeah, I'd hope by Saturday he'd have half of them done. So if he got half of them done
He's
the first
slow enough,
week
isn't he?
and half of them done next week, but it not really depend on him.
Is he going back and he's cuddling them and stuff? He's just a real romantic ram.
No, he's not. Gandalf was a bit romantic. He's
The
just,
romantic ram.
He's in there and he's fucking bullying them and getting them and hitting them in the side and stuff.
Yeah.
But it's he can't just go out and just ride them all. He has to wait for them to come in cycle and like wag the tail and send the pheromones into the air.
All right. Okay.
So it's not just a case of going out and doing the business. And then I was at Wolf Tones.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, Wolf Tones on Saturday night.
What was the story? That was the young Wolf Tones, is it? It's not the old boys.
Yeah.
Was it the old fellas?
Yeah.
Oh, it's the proper Wolf Tones.
Yeah. Brian, Tommy, and Noel.
Oh, very good.
Yeah. So yeah, it's amazing. Like do you ever see someone and they're gigging and they're just like not just delighted to be there, but they're buzzing?
Oh yeah.
Because now maybe that's the way they always are, because I've never seen them play before, but they just looked like they didn't think this is how it was going to end. So like they were like doing like kind of pubs and small venues up until maybe 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Until the Irish girls kind of was singing Nation once again, and they all got popular again, and then they were at EP and they're packed, and then they went to EP was this year, last year, and they were packed again.
Yeah.
So they're after taking off towards the end, and like there was a much younger crowd there probably than would have been, say, 4, 5, 10 years ago.
And are they all singing the words of all the songs?
Yeah.
No
They
way.
stood up there for 2 hours and 5 minutes, and like I got tired standing.
No way.
And they were, and the music was on point and everything. But like I was just thinking that they probably thought, 60 years, that's it now, we'll wind down, we'll do the few gigs. I bet they never dreamt in the last few years that they'd finish with 3 sold out 3 arena dates.
Oh, was it 3 Arena?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So they were,
Jesus.
I think like up until 4 years ago, like that, they were playing in like bars and or pubs, like, you know, like say Newgrange or Knightsbrook or whatever.
They were doing
and they were the gigs with the people who probably started listening to them when they started, the crowd or whatever, and then they just took off again the last few years. Like,
Isn't it? Do you know what I found actually? Is youngsters nowadays, we would do the Debs in the summer, and there's a lot of kids coming up. Maybe it's just the area that we did it up in Monaghan, but there's a lot of kids coming up asking for country music. So they're asking for the likes of Dixie Chicks.
yeah,
and stuff that
that's big now in jiving and everything. And
yeah, it's mad.
they're all big into that.
Like it's coming. Country music's
Because I
really
think
coming back now. Like
That's depending where I think it's big. It's in like Monaghan, Fermanagh area.
yeah.
But I think that's kind of having their go now because, you know, the nightclub thing is gone.
Do you think nightclubs are dead?
Oh, they're gone. Now, they might come back and cycle again, but like, I suppose the people maybe in their 20s now are looking for where do you go. They would have been like COVID people maybe. They'd be in their early 20s now.
No.
When they were 18.
What?
So like when they came to 18, they couldn't go out in a nightclub.
Oh, right, okay.
In say 2020 if you turned 18.
Yeah.
So they missed maybe going out to a pub and nightclub, and now they're looking for somewhere to go. So they're going to like the dances or jiving places or whatever to meet people. Like,
it's great. Nightclubs are shite, aren't they? Like,
oh yeah,
they're just shite. I there was a time in my life when I don't even know if I enjoyed it. It was just because everyone was going there.
yeah.
That's where we go.
Well, the floor in the Shree Arena on Saturday night reminded me of the Vortex. Yeah, the sticky Vortex.
Yeah, sticky. I don't like nightclubs. Yeah, I couldn't stand one nowadays.
But the thing is, like, when we were 18, 19, probably up until maybe we were 25, that's just where you went. Because you wouldn't have met anybody then, apart from going there. Like.
Yeah.
I definitely think the last time I was in it was, like, properly when I went out was 27. And I think I've been in a nightclub twice since then. And that's after, like, the end of the year and you went out with a team or whatever. Like.
Yeah. I think there's still little pockets of nightclub
Well,
stuff.
they're probably, like, if you go maybe bank holiday Sunday nights or something. But they're not, like... I mean, remember we went to, like, was it Rapture... Bucks and Vortex. That's Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then Zangos came in, and we were in Zangos. There was a few weekends I went Friday, Saturday, Sunday to Zangos.
Jesus, 3 nights.
Yeah,
Holy moly,
that's just what we did.
It's mad, but there was good DJs. You follow DJs around the place as well.
Yeah,
I don't know if that's still the same nowadays, but yeah, no. You get to that age, don't you, where you're like, I just can't listen to loud music constantly for 2 hours and shout over it to talk to people.
Now, bar the first person that we stood beside. She was probably too old to be that drunk at a gig, to be fair. And she was facing the opposite way to the stage, like.
No way.
And she kept, like, leaning on me or bumping into me.
Oh, no.
And I had moved several times. And she was, like, following me. I was like...
Was this Sarah?
So we went off.
She followed me home and everything.
Yeah, we went over and stood over the other side then because I was just annoying, like.
Yeah.
And then apart from that, that's the only kind of annoying thing. Everybody was good crack, nothing mad or dangerous or wild. The songs then, you could tell then the people that were like, you know, the more popular songs is the ones to know.
Yeah.
You know, was it Nation Once Again came on and Grace and stuff like that. And then their songs in the middle not many people knew.
Yeah.
But they play their instruments and so well, it's hard not to kind of, you know, dance along to them and stuff anyway. Like, you
absolutely.
know?
It's like going to see a Kings of
like
Leon tribute band.
Yeah, I wouldn't have been a big Wolf Tones fan. I wouldn't know many of their songs either. But like the 2 hours, 5 minutes just flew by.
Yeah.
Like never checked the phone. I think I checked to watch it once and it was 25 past 10. I was like, Jesus, that's mad.
Madness.
And they took no break. They're nothing like.
Go on, the lads.
They just talked every maybe 3 or 4 songs. They had a chat just to let you know where the song came or whatever, and who has recently robbed it from them.
A little cup of tea and away they go.
Yeah.
Lovely stuff, Bertie. Well, look, I think we're kind of there now. Is that quick bites?
Yeah, it's we're time, is it?
That's us.
Okay, quick bites.
Quick bites.
Quick bites.